It is Magic Foundation's pre-release weekend, and cards from that set are playing a role in this week's top 10. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Magic the Gathering Foundations, or find a vast number of other great products on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or the comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, where today we're looking at the top 10 hottest Magic cards of the week. Hope you're having a great Magic Foundations pre-release weekend, and like I said in the cold open, that set is now causing some cards in the secondary market to jump. You're going to see that throughout the video today. As always, our hot list is based on two pieces of criteria: the percentage increase in the value of the cards, but we also want to see a true increase in the number of sales from week to week as well. Quickly before we get into the list though, just a couple of things. I do want to say thank you to one of our viewers who gave a super thanks tip last week. That is Todd Branch. Todd, thank you for all the support you've given the channel and continue to give the channel. I truly appreciate the super thanks tip and all of your support. I also want to say thank you to one of our gold patrons. That is Omar Rodriguez. Omar has been a long-time viewer of the channel, recently joined Patreon. Thank you so much, Omar. It means the world. Truly couldn't do this without viewers like yourself. I really appreciate you. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is Knight Paladin. It goes up $1.11 to $4.01. That's a 38% increase. This is from the Warhammer 40k Forces of the Imperium Commander deck. You see it in a few Commander builds. Many times it appears in decks around the front-facing Commander from its Precon, Inquisitor Greyfax. But recently this card saw a bit more play in Commander decks around the Lord of Pain from Duskmourn's Endless Punishment Commander deck. This week, Knight Paladin's inventory dried up a little online and the price shifted up. Number 9 is Wildseer Scouring Maw. This is up $1.19 to $3.79. That is a 46% increase. This is the foil copy that comes with the Bloomburrow Animated Army Commander deck. It's a fairly popular commander, and it's in the 99 of a few different builds. The deck where you see it the most is around Bellow Bard of the Brambles, which is the front-facing commander from its Precon. Recently though, Wildseer Scouring Maw got some increased commander play thanks to a card from Duskmourn. Some players have put it in their builds around Marina Vendrell. Additionally, Magic Foundation's Jumpstart is reprinting some classic Cascade cards like Averna the Chaos Bloom. Those reprints may be bringing some attention to Wildseer as well, so now it's moving up a little bit as supply online gets tighter. Coming in at number 8 for the second week in a row is Scurry of Squirrels. It goes up $1.25 to $5.28. That is a 31% increase. This one is from the Bloomburrow Squirreled Away Commander deck, and it does see play in fresh builds around some cards from its Precon, including the reprinted Shatterfang Squirrel General, the front-facing commander Hazel of the Root Bloom, and to a lesser degree, the Odd Acorn Gang. Scurry of Squirrels is in a few other decks too, but for the second week in a row, inventory has remained dry online, leading to another price increase. Moving down 2 spots this week to number 7 is Hibis of the Scale. It's up $1.27 to $5.69. That's a 29% increase. This reserve list card hasn't seen all that much play, but since Bloomburrow came out, it has been appearing a tad bit in Commander. Some players have been putting this in builds around Gevskeld Scourge. Hibis was designated a Viashino, but the Viashino creature type was changed recently to Lizard. However, there appears to be some speculation going on here as well. Magic Foundations is giving us several dragons and cards that synergize with dragons. Most are reprints, but some are new, like this legendary creature, Niv-Mizzet Visionary. At the end of the day, I'm not convinced that this new dragon support is going to truly push demand for Hibis of the Scale, but for right now, FOMO and speculation are pushing the price. Number 6, Windbrisk Raptor, up $1.52 to $4.69. That's a 48% increase. Do I see a Shadowmoor rare that is yet to be reprinted? It doesn't happen as much nowadays, but this week I get to use my one per video. Shadowmoor came out during a time when there was a recession in the game, so less packs were cracked. Due to the lower circulation, many times if there is attention on a rare from that set, the card tends to spike, especially if there's no other printings of it. So why is there attention on Windbrisk Raptor right now? Well, first off, you may remember that we did get a lot of bird support in Bloomburrow, and this card has seen a little bit of increased commander play and builds around a card from there, Castrel the Windcrested. But now there's another reason some players and speculators want Windbrisk Raptor. Magic Foundations has a life gain theme built around some reprints as well as some new cards. Windbrisk Raptor could be great in Commander alongside some of these new cards, like Exemplar of Light, Bloodthirsty Conqueror, and Elenda Saint of Dusk from the main set, as well as Hurska Sweet Tooth from Magic Foundation's Jumpstart. Keep an eye on Windbrisk Raptor, this may be the start of an aggressive spike. Quickly before we get into our top 5, just a fast reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can pre-order Magic the Gathering Foundations there, or look at things that aren't even Magic related on the site. Remember, if your order's over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description or the comment section below. I do have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get to the top 5. Number 5 is Artist Talent. It goes up $1.73 to $5.73. That is a 43% increase. First off, Pioneer has been one of the main reasons that this card has remained hot. It's in the very popular Is It Phoenix builds there, and sometimes it's in Hidden Strings as well. In Modern, I've seen some trying this out in Ruby Storm. In fact, Bryant's Cook did a video about that deck this week on the Epic Storm YouTube channel, which may have brought some attention to the card. Additionally, this has been seeing Commander play in several decks since it was released. One of the more popular builds where you find it is around another card from Bloomburrow, that's Alania Divergent Storm. But now players and speculators are interested in Artist Talent due to one of the infamous Marvel Secret Lair cards. It would be a good inclusion in builds around Storm Force of Nature. But wait, there's more. Magic Foundations is playing a role in this spike as well. Shockingly, there is a spell slinging theme in Is It colors within the set, and Artist Talent will be great with new cards like these: Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, Wright of the Dragon Caller, and Niv-Mizzet Visionary. Artist Talent really will be great with that new Niv-Mizzet. Put it all together, and it is easy to see why the card is spiking again, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was just the start. Number 4, Screaming Nemesis, up $3.10 to $13.55. That's a 30% increase. This Duskmourn card has been doing well in multiple formats. In Standard, you see this in the popular Mono Red Prowess decks. In fact, one of those decks made it to the semifinals of the Magic World Championship Tournament recently. This is in other Standard decks too, like Temur Flood Caller Combo and sometimes Gruul Delirium. The card also appears in Pioneer Mono Red Aggro and sometimes Gruul Aggro, plus I've seen some players trying it in Modern as well as Legacy. We'll have to see if the card can gain a foothold in those formats. Over in Commander, Screaming Nemesis is seeing plenty of play. Some players have grabbed it to upgrade the Duskmourn Endless Punishment Commander deck, while others have put it in fresh builds around the front-facing Commander Velgavoth Harrower of Souls, as well as the Lord of Pain from there. But there's another big reason the card is spiking. Magic Foundations has players and speculators interested in Screaming Nemesis too. As I mentioned earlier, there is a life gain theme in this set, so that could make Screaming Nemesis more important in the future. Plus, it may play well with one of the new cards in the set. If you've been paying attention, you already know which card it is. Niv-Mizzet Visionary, of course. Niv and Screaming Nemesis could possibly be played together in multiple formats. Moving up 6 spots this week to number 3 is Tempt with Bunnies. It's up $3.26 to $6.34. That's a 106% increase. This is from the Bloomburrow Peace Offering Commander deck. It does see Commander play in fresh builds around the front-facing Commander from its pre-con, Miss Bumbleflower. And the card has also appeared in Commander decks around Balin the Haymaker from the main set. But now, a Duskmourn card is pushing the price of Tempt with Bunnies. Many are adding it to their Arabella Abandoned Doll Commander builds. Again though, there's more to the story. Tempt with Bunnies has also caught the eyes of players and speculators thanks to a card from Magic Foundations, and that card is Heir Apparent. Commander players love cards like this, and Tempt with Bunnies along with a lot of copies of Heir Apparent could be quite good in those Arabella Commander builds. Coming in at number 2 is Thickest in the Thicket. It goes up $4.01 to $5.49. That is a 271% increase if you're doing the math at home. This is from the Bloomburrow Animated Army Commander deck, and it is in fresh builds around a couple cards from its pre-con. The front-facing Commander, Bellow Bard of the Brambles, as well as Wild Seer Scouring Maw. The card has also seen a bump in Commander play recently thanks to Duskmourn. It has appeared in builds around Kona Rescue Beastie from that set, but now one of those infamous Marvel Secret Lair cards is pushing the price of Thickest in the Thicket as well, and that is Wolverine Best There Is. But wait, there's more to this one too. It's also important to note that Magic Foundations contains a +1/+1 counter theme, so that's moving the needle here too. For example, Thickest in the Thicket would be solid in commander builds around this card from the upcoming set, Zimone Paradox Sculptor. And finally, coming in at number 1 is Faerie Mastermind. This is at 484 to 1904 for a 34% increase. This card has made a big impact on Standard. It was a 4 of in 4 of the top 8 decks at the Magic World Championship tournament recently, including the winning Dimir Demons deck. The other 3 decks in the top 8 that ran copies were another Dimir Demons deck and 2 Dimir midrange builds. Needless to say, that kind of exposure is going to lead to a price increase. This card is also found in standard Dimir Fairies and Azorius midrange. Over in Pioneer, you see it in Rogues and Dimir midrange. And you guessed it, Faerie Mastermind gets a good amount of commander play too in various builds. Recently, many players have grabbed it to upgrade the Bloomburrow Peace Offering commander deck. Others continue to use it in fresh builds around Miss Bumbleflower from there. But ultimately, Standard is the key driver for Faerie Mastermind's spike this week. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, but there's more to the story. Tomorrow, we're going to be back, and we're going to look at the top 10 cold cards of the week. Some good Duskmourn cards are sliding down right now as attention is moving over to Magic Foundations. You don't want to miss that. Until next time, though, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.